Hey, good morning, everyone. This is After 9. This is our social media show. Mike and Lisa from AM800, Windsor, Ontario. Thanks for joining us for a few minutes here on the After 9. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Leave it in the comments here if you're watching live on Facebook or YouTube or Periscope, or if you're watching afterwards, leave your comments anyway. What's going on, Lisa Williams?
Not much. Kind of a dreary looking day. Good day to stay inside today. Maybe do some baking or, do some Christmas shopping online or sneeze. Wait. I lost it.
You lost it?
Lost my sneeze. I was going to sneeze.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
I know. It's going to be a good one too. But listen, if you're shopping for toys for kids have changed, God, so much over the years, right? And everything today seems to be, it focuses on safety, and rightly so. I think we've learned over the years what toys are not appropriate for kids or what toys are on the market. And, maybe the pieces are too small and it's a choking hazard for kids or whatever. But there are some toys from the 1960s that people are shaking their head at today. Like, what? These were actually toys for kids? They would be deemed way too dangerous for kids today. And I was looking at this list, and some I've never heard of, but others I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. Some I'm like, I cannot believe this was actually on the market. There was one called the Super Elastic Bubble Plastic. Okay, it was from Whammo. Remember that company, Whammo, that might still be around today? But it was like a step above blowing bubbles. It came in like a tube, and you squeezed out a little bit of liquid plastic. You rolled it into a ball, and then you blew through a straw to create like a bubble, like a plastic bubble that was durable. But the bubbles contained chemicals. All this stuff that you're blowing into and rolling around your hand, it contains chemicals, like stuff that you find in nail polish remover. And if you inhaled it, you basically got a mouthful of toxic fumes.
Solid toy.
Yep. So that was discontinued, but not until the 80s. So it was around for 20 years before somebody said, you know what? It might be a little bit dangerous for kids. Then I remember this. Creepy crawlers. I
remember that name.
Remember that? You
Mm-hmm.
made them, right? Now, the dangerous factor in this not only was the noxious fumes that would come out of this, but they gave you a hot plate that you're supposed to cook these on. The kids had to heat up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow, that's not good. Hot plate, out in the open, kids, 300 degrees.
Right.
Good, so solid.
The point of it was to create these plastic bugs, and you had to pour this plastic goop into these metal molds, and then you had to heat it, basically cook it on the metal plate, and then you had to let them cool off before removing them.
Oh my God.
Like,
awesome.
And back then they didn't have an age, now that's like suitable for ages 2 to 6 or whatever. They didn't have that back then. Then there was something called the little lady stove, and it was first of all sexist, but it heated up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was a little stove. Jeez. More powerful than a lot of stoves that other people had, and that was banned because kids kept getting burnt. Do you remember lawn darts? The big heavy lawn darts with the metal spikes?
Yeah, I mean, those were so popular. It seemed like everybody had some of those in their garage and busted them out for like family picnics or barbecues and stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
And inevitably there would be one, yo-yo who would throw it up in the air just to see how high it could go and whose head it would hit on the way down.
Yeah, solid toy. I think those are completely outlawed now. You couldn't even buy those. Maybe on eBay or something if you really want them. The cornhole has taken over now for the lawn darts.
Yes, you're right. Well, actually, like a young girl died after being accidentally with one of these. So yeah, that was done. Jeez. Water wiggle, Whammo again. It was like a popular summer toy, like slip and slide, but it was like a little more dangerous. It would whip around. Do you remember? Whip around in the air every direction, and it would like wrap its way around kids' necks sometimes. So that was weird. Then Then there was something called the hula hoop called the swing wing, where you'd wear it on your head and you'd whip this thing around, and it gave people vertigo, whiplash, and neck problems for years to come. And those are
Nice.
just some of them. Like, there's more on this list. It's just unbelievable.
Oh man, that's crazy. Laura commented that they had a plastic gun with plastic bullets, actually powerful enough to put holes in plaster walls. That is a little dangerous. Don't point that at your eye.
Well, and what young boy didn't have a BB gun? Like, even those back then. Like, come on. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Okay, your dangerous toys from your childhood. And are there any dangerous toys now that your kids have that you're like, oh man, I don't think maybe this is a good idea?
I would like little pieces of Lego to be banned. When my kids were little and played with Lego, inevitably there would be one left on the ground that you didn't see and you would step on. Man, that hurt.
Painful. And the rest gets sucked up in the vacuum.
That too.
Yeah, Lego's so complicated now. I've seen some of the newer ones that my nephews get, who are 10 and 8, Matt and Jay, and it's like, what happened just to the squares and the rectangles and stuff like that? It's like all these, custom-made pieces to put something together. I'm like, that's not very creative.
And why is it so darn expensive? Like, I don't think Lego could really justify why they're that expensive. It's just hard pieces of plastic. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very valid question. Okay, so some of your favorite toys when you were a kid that are a little bit dangerous. Okay, I'm going to see if this works. I want to share a screen with you and see if I can get this to work. Let's see. So, football players, when they're trying to let me try that again. Let me try this again. This is not going to work. Stop screen.
I see something. Oh,
yeah, you see something. I gotta hit another button though. It looks like share audio. Okay, so football players, when they're trying to think of what to do and call plays to call out and stuff, they'll come up with different things. They might use celebrity names. They might use colors. They use numbers a lot and stuff like that. Tom Brady
breaking up again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm sharing the screen.
Maybe
my computer can't handle the power.
Just play the screen, see if we can hear it, and then come back and talk about it.
Hey, red panty, red panty, red panty, red panty, red panty, red panty.
So, yeah, Tom.
Play it again.
Okay, we'll go from the top.
Hey, red panty, red panty, red panty, red panty, red panty, red panty.
So Tom Brady was calling out red panties to call a play on football, Monday Night Football the other night. That was like the name of the play. Like he was making an audible at the line of scrimmage. Red panties, red panties, red panties. I don't know. The Buccaneers wear red jerseys. I don't know where red panties came from. Maybe it's a Victoria's Secret thing from his wife.
Maybe. Is it true now you can hear more of what they're saying because there isn't the big audience anymore in football? Like, can you hear more of what happens on the field?
Yeah, I think you can. I think it's one of those things that, the microphones, the technology that they have, you see those guys holding like these big kind of, half circle dome type things on the sidelines. That's picking up the volume on the field. And maybe since COVID, that has increased. They've turned up the volume because there's no crowd. And yeah, you can hear a lot of different things on the field. And I think we've heard a few different audibles like that over the last few years, especially this year, more than we have in the past.
More swearing too, right?
Oh, yes.
And can
more of that, and then the announcers have to come on and apologize, right?
Oh, they do? Oh, they can't get
Sorry if you heard some language that was not meant for our TV viewers. Okay, bye.
Wow. All right. Well.
Red panties, red panties, red panties.
They're getting creative. I like it.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else heard that, but it was making the rounds on social media the last couple days of Tom Brady.
So what do you have planned today? What are you doing?
I think I need a nap today. It looks like you said it's kind of a good nap day today. It looks like so. I think that's going to be first on my list. And then more renovations. Got the countertops all installed, and now it's time to do some of the finishing touches. And I got to do let's see, baseboards. Got to do some caulking around the said new countertop. So got that to do. Always something to do. I got to get my shopping started too. I don't know if people have some good gift ideas for people, some creative gift ideas of what they're doing this year. We talked about shipping earlier this morning, and the shipping dates have come out because a lot of people will be shipping gifts more than ever this year in order to get there on time because they're not traveling like they normally would.
Yeah, you're right. And so they're shipping gifts like, to their relatives elsewhere, even in the province. We're not getting together, so I'm just going to ship you the presents, but there are early deadlines for that. So you have to check Canada Post website or whatever delivery service you use. Hey, let me show you something I got delivered yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Lisa's going to play show and tell here and show us something that was delivered. And let's see what she got. This looks exciting. Looks like a bottle of some sort. It looks like rubbing alcohol.
No, they're called Goalie Gummies. They're apple cider vinegar gummies.
Apple cider vinegar. You love the apple cider vinegar, don't you?
Well, I actually don't. That's why I'm using the gummies. I'm not endorsing these or anything.
Okay, now what are these supposed to do?
Well, they're supposed to be good for you, in many ways. It's kind of like a vitamin. And apple cider vinegar, people have been touting for years, is good for digestion and that kind of thing. So I'm going to give these a try. I took 2 this morning. I'm going to chew 2 later. They're good. They're good. But has anybody else tried apple cider vinegar over a long period of time or eating these in any way? Thought I'd give it a try.
You want to try one now for us so we can see your reaction to you having this? Have you had one yet?
Yeah, I had 2 this morning. They're
good.
Oh,
you did?
Yeah, they're good. They're it's like chewing what are those things? What do you call those chewy things? Like gummy bears or whatever.
Oh, gummy bears? But don't you taste like the vinegar? I think that would be gross.
Little bit. Just a little bit.
I clean with vinegar. I don't like eating. I don't even like vinaigrettes on my salad.
Really?
No, I don't like the vinegary.
Let me see if I can. Is an inventive. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Our goal is to create an easy, nutritious, and delicious way for everyone to incorporate apple cider vinegar into their daily routine. It produces the same age-old benefits of traditional apple cider vinegar without the unpleasant taste.
Sounds lovely.
Gluten-free, organic, non-GMO, gelatin-free, and vegan. There you go.
Okay. Where do you get these from?
I don't know if I suddenly become healthier over the next month.
Okay. Where do you get these vinegar berries or whatever?
Well, I ordered them online, but I believe I've seen them elsewhere. I don't know if Costco sells them or whatever. But again, I am not endorsing these. I don't know if it works. I don't know if they're any good. I have no clue. It's just something I had delivered yesterday, so I'm going to try it.
Okay, give it a try. Give it a try, and you can report back. I don't know, even by Friday. Maybe you'll be like a super energized Lisa on Friday for meeting these disgusting things.
What did you get delivered yesterday? I'm sure you had something delivered.
No, I didn't. I don't think I had any deliveries. I haven't ordered much as of late that needs to be delivered, except countertops and from our friends over at Doobies. And I had some baseboards and casings for doors from Trim House.
Well, that's exciting.
That is exciting. Yeah, I enjoy it. There's, I wasn't even home when they were there. I come home and there's baseboards in my garage. It's awesome. It was like Santa Trim House delivered new baseboards to me. Good time.
It's weird when you order things and have them delivered to your home. It's like there's an excitement that happens, right? Even though you've purchased it, you've paid for it.
Yeah.
But it's like something comes to the door. It's like, ooh, a package, a package.
So I know it is exciting.
Comes every day.
And do you get disappointed when you go to the port, you see a big box there, and then it's like labeled Craig or Connor, Sarah, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I thought my thing was coming.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
And why don't we wrap up on this some music news this morning? We didn't get to this on the show on AM800, but the Grammys apparently are not enjoying the weekend. The musician was expected to dominate the nominations that came out yesterday, but instead shut out. How can the Weeknd, who has like the song of the year, artist of the year, performing at the Super Bowl halftime show, not get nominated for a Grammy?
That's ridiculous. Maybe nobody likes the bandages he wears on his face.
That could be. So yeah, so no Grammy nominations for the Weeknd. Beyonce, though, she was received nomination for multiple nominations, actually, leading contender with 9. I didn't even know Beyonce had new music out this year, to be honest.
Doesn't she always?
I guess. Yeah, I guess. So you'll see a lot of Beyonce on the Grammys when it comes up later. I guess early next year is when the Grammys will take place.
All right. Wow. Okay, cool. Thanks
Cool.
for that update.
Red panties, red panties, red panties.
All right. And on that note, you go have a nap. And
All right.
we'll see you back on the show tomorrow with
All right,
another
sounds
show
good.
and tell.
What's that?
Another show and tell tomorrow.
Ooh, I love show and tell. Okay, that's tomorrow and after 9. We'll be back tomorrow morning on AM800, 5 to 9 with all the information you need to start your day. We'll see you then. Follow us on social media, Mike Lisa 800. Just Google that. You'll find us. Okay.